What's up guys, Scarlet here, hope you're having a good day. Today's video we're going to be talking about Mr. Negative possibly making his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in that of Spider-Man 4. But first, if you're new to my channel, I usually cover Spider-Man scoops, rumors, leaks, confirmations for the games, movies, and TV shows. I cover all of the above for the MCU, DCU, and SSU as well, so if that's what you're interested in, this is your #1 channel for that, so make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on to stay up to date with the latest news. Who do you think would win in a fight, Mr. Negative versus Electro? Comment down below. Just keep in mind anything that is not confirmed by official sources like Kevin Feige, James Gunn, a Sony executive, or sources involved with said projects are just rumors to take with a grain of salt. So this rumor is coming from Spider Culture, not Ember, but the original Spider Culture. Also, really quick, shout out to Spider Culture. Go follow him over on Twitter. Back to the video. But again, it's a rumor, and with stuff in Hollywood, things can be true at one point before the movie comes out, but then when the movie does end up coming out, it can be wrong because again, it may have changed before the final cut of the movie. But either way, Spider Culture has tweeted out Mr. Negative has been discussed for Spider-Man 4. Now I do think this is a good idea, and as well definitely does seem possible for a couple of reasons. The first reason being that Mr. Negative was really never too much of a popular villain in the comic books or in general, but that was until Insomniac's Spider-Man PS4 made Mr. Negative a big player in the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery with their big hit game in 2018. They showed that Mr. Negative can be utilized in such a way that can appeal to the audience in terms of a big bad that can connect to Peter Parker and Spider-Man on a personal way, and in a way that can make the story emotionally impactful when we see Martin Lee go down this dark path of becoming a criminal kingpin, aka Mr. Negative. So I definitely can see Sony/Marvel Studios having this conversation, considering Mr. Negative to be the big bad for Spider-Man 4. Another reason I could see this happening, and this doesn't necessarily mean anything, but the actor for Mr. Negative/Martin Lee, aka Stephen O. Young, did go on Twitter a while back, like probably like 7-ish months ago, I think. He said, "Yes, I am seeing more and more rumors about Spider-Man 4 online. All I have to say is, Sony, it's okay if you lost my phone number, DM me, and that I think all props have to go to Insomniac for taking the risk and bringing Mr. Negative into the mainstream and showing Hollywood it can work." And I do agree with Stephen O. Young's props to Insomniac for bringing Mr. Negative into the mainstream Hollywood, showing he can be a good character. But with this, it's definitely possible to see Mr. Negative in live action one day, hopefully in Spider-Man 4, and I do think that Stephen O. Young could be a good live action Mr. Negative. This seems to be most people's fan cast for that character that I've seen anyway, so hopefully we can actually make this happen, and it would be pretty dope to see. The last reason I can see this really happening is the fact that Mr. Negative, aka Martin Lee more specifically, is typically a part of the Feast Shelter as he was in the video game, and the fact that No Way Home did feature the Feast Center or Shelter with Aunt May working there. We did not get to know who runs the Feast Shelter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so if this rumor were true, it would make perfect sense to introduce Martin Lee and have him run the Feast Shelter, and maybe even when Peter finds out his new big bad is Martin Lee and he does some research, he could realize, oh shit, this dude was the boss of my dead Aunt May's old job. So Feast has been set up already in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's possible for Mr. Negative, aka Martin Lee, to make his debut. And we do also know that the MCU has taken inspiration from Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 video game in No Way Home with just a couple of takedown moves when fighting the Green Goblin, but this may as well not happen because we do have other villains being looked at to be the big bad after Spider-Man 4, like Scorpion or Kingpin. But the way I look at it, I think we could definitely have a Kingpin as a background overarching villain throughout the trilogy, maybe have Scorpion as a side villain and possibly Mr. Negative as a main villain, sort of like how Penguin was a side villain and Riddler was the main villain in that of the Batman. I think that would be a pretty good setup for the movie. So now I'm going to pass it on to you guys. What do you think of Mr. Negative possibly being the villain for Spider-Man 4, and who do you think would win in a fight, Mr. Negative versus Electro? Make sure you comment your opinion down below so I can discuss both of those with you in the comment section. With that being said, thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want more of this type of content. Don't forget to check out my latest video on the left or on the right hand side, a video or a playlist picked for you by YouTube's algorithm. Again, hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.